Hello friends, now I will show you how I automated everything using an AI agent in n8n. Let me show you how it works. Look, I have no sent messages and my calendar is empty. Let's take a real-life situation and see how artificial intelligence can help you. Hi, schedule a meeting for me with the doctor tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And write a letter to Anna saying that I won't be able to come tomorrow. But apologize to her and say that I am sick. And send this letter. So we start our automation and see what happens. So we see how artificial intelligence reasons and how it connects with its army of AI agents, with its various assistants. We are actually getting a behind-the-scenes look where we can clearly observe how artificial intelligence reasons and what it can do. Let's see what response it gives us and what it manages to achieve, because it uses different services to combine them. And let's see what the result is. So we see that the meeting for 2 o'clock tomorrow has appeared. Everything with the doctor is scheduled. And the apology letter has also appeared. Here it is, the meeting and the letter. Different AI agents were used here. The main one was used along with several of its assistants, such as the calendar, the letter itself, the contact table, and the reasoning model. For me, it's important to show you how simple this is. In half an hour, you yourself will be able to create such a powerful assistant to which you can still add various functions. But this is already something. I hope you agree with me that this definitely provides value. It just performed various tasks that help and make our lives easier. I promise you that in 30 minutes you will be able to do exactly the same yourself. Let's start from scratch with something simple. As usual, I will delete all my accounts and start with you from a blank slate. So, let's begin. We delete everything. Or rather, not quite like that. We won't even delete everything. We will actually exit from here, exit from our n8n. So we need to exit from here. Exit from here. There are several links below the video. So we go to the first link. This is n8n itself. Let's sign up for this amazing service that helps us a lot. All right. So let's start. It asks us to register. Here we begin to register. This takes about 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, unfortunately, I have to log out of everything first, but you won't have to. Here, we are already in the registration process. It doesn't matter at all what our name is. Company? Well, come. I really like the n8n service because it doesn't require any confirmations. That's why it's very easy for me to show you how to register on the service. So, we launch it. Our automation is being created. While it's being created, I want to tell you that there are different levels of artificial intelligence agents. This one is already at an intermediate level. In previous videos, I showed a simpler one. You can go in and take a look. And today, well, we won't go through everything that was covered last time. I'll leave you a link to the previous video so you can watch it yourself. Just follow the link. There, I explain in detail how to register, enable Telegram, connect ChatGPT, and so on. And today, we will continue talking further. We will make our agent more complex so that it provides us with more value and is more useful to us. Now, we will go through the registration procedure, which we have almost completed. We have set the timer for 15 minutes. Now we will take a look. So, we start from scratch and import the file from our second link, from our community. Here, you will see it. Why through the community? Because in the community, there will be people who, just like you, want to master the automation of artificial intelligence n8n. Therefore, it seems most appropriate when you are surrounded by people who strive for the same goals as you. And therefore, besides the templates themselves, which are free, you will also be able to find people who, like you, are developing in this area too, mostly just starting out. So I think it will be useful and interesting for you. We go there, download the templates, and then import them. I have already downloaded my templates. And now we are importing them. We have a lot of things here that are unclear. Do not be afraid at all. We will go through everything step by step with you now. Let's start with something simple. You have the following link. This is a link to Telegram, the so-called Botfather channel. Here we load it to create a place from where our incoming messages will be created. The name we choose for something is ultimately inconsequential, because the essence or function of the item remains unchanged, regardless of its label. Consider how names are often arbitrary and do not affect the very busy. See? It happens. All right. Like this. Then let's look at it this way. And this is available. Excellent. Again, in the previous video, I explained to you how to add this in more detail. In this video, it's less detailed and faster because we have more things to do. We have new tools that we will be connecting on now. Therefore, we will focus on this now. So, once connected, let me briefly remind you. Once we've connected Telegram once, we don't need to connect it again. We just go into the Telegram block and exit from there. Excellent. Now we need to get the next link. This is to connect ChatGPT. And we connect it here. Okay. Loading. We create a new key. Excellent. We will name the key as usual. Today it was the day. So we create a new key. We copy it and paste it into our brain. Thus, our artificial intelligence gets a brain. After all, it doesn't have to be just ChatGPT, but I find it more convenient to use it. Excellent. Here we have repeated in 3 minutes what took us 15 minutes last time. We have a ready assistant that can already respond to requests. We have Telegram requests, Telegram responses. But today we are doing more complex things, such as a calendar, email, contacts, and the calculator automatically connects. Therefore, the next thing we need to do is connect the calendar. For this, we need to go to personal. Save, of course. We save, go in and create a new workflow. For it, we again import from a file. And we import from a file into the calendar. Now we are connecting the calendar. Again, lots of exclamation marks. Don't be scared. Now, as usual, I will explain everything to you step by step. Don't worry, you will create everything yourself. And for this, you won't need a single line of code. Because, as I often say, artificial intelligence is not about code, it's about freedom. So, to connect the OpenAI account, it is already automatically set here, you just open it. And here it's more interesting. This is Google Tools. To connect Google Tools, we need to connect first to Google via API. To connect to Google via API, we need to follow the link I left for you. This is the Google console. To go to the Google console, I will need to log out of my Korota Google Calendar. As always, I will log out of everything with you. And now I have a new Google account, and I will start showing everything specifically for you. So let's log in and take a look. Use a different account. Yes, I have prepared an account for you. Here it is, in my links. Here it is, absolutely new, because if I go into my old one, I won't be able to show you how to connect it. And it's important for me that you understand how easy it is. So I'm doing everything from scratch with you, so I don't just tell you, well, do this there. No, I show you, and you can simply repeat, and you will, have exactly the same result, because in fact, all my accounts are new and nothing has been created in them. So I logged into my Google account. Now I will enter the password I recently came up with. So what is it suggesting? Some kind of help. So we are entering the Google console. Great. Now it will load and we can connect our tools with yours through the API, which we need. We all agree with everything. We agree with everyone. So we need to create a project. We click Create Project. Create a new project. And name it, what do you think? Well, you guessed it again. In fact, right now we will have done almost half of the work once we connect the main Google account. So there's not much left. Hang in there, and we'll succeed. Your AI agent is waiting for you. The artificial intelligence, which is now created for you, is on its way to assist you by freeing you from some routine tasks. We have just a little bit left to do for this. We go into API and services. Don't be intimidated by this whole side menu. We only need to perform a very limited number of actions. We go into API and services and then go to the library section. Since we are now connecting the calendar, we need to find the calendar. Here's our calendar. We go into it and we connect it. We click the connect button, connect it, and it loads. Yes, we need to wait a little bit. But before, when we were developing this, we used to wait for days, hours, and now we wait for seconds, and it's already a bit annoying. But still, everything is very fast. It's a very high speed, and I never cease to be amazed at how quickly everything happens. So, we need to create a new connection. We have some kind of problem. Well, that's it. Our problem is solved. So we go into the type of API connection. Here we have the Google Calendar API. Great. We select data in it. Then we type, as usual, our favorite, well. We need our email. Honestly, I don't remember, so I just copy it from here. Here it is. We have it here. We also need to insert it here. Great. Save. Continue. Excellent. Yes. Here we need to select a web application. Great. That's it. Click Create. So we created an API key. That's all ready. Very good. We've almost done everything. So what's next? We need to go into our connections now. And into our client one. While it is loading. Here it has already loaded. And here we have the audience button. We go here and definitely add a test user. Otherwise, nothing will happen. This is important and necessary. Click Save, Proceed, Save. It's very important to save. Moved, saved. That's it. The test user appeared. The API key, Hami, was connected. Now we move to our automation. And we need to synchronize it with Google. We authorize. Great. Excellent. Here is our email. We select all, agree to everything. And our connection is established. It's amazingly simple, friends, because it used to take a lot of effort and time to understand if the services were connected via API. And now, in just 10 minutes, we've connected everything. Well, that's basically it. Just note, there's one nuance. Since you're using my template, in the calendar section, my email will be listed. But that's my email from the previous account, from my template. And since I'm creating it with you from scratch, the email will be yours. You need to select a different email here. See, here I have different emails, and you need to be very careful, because later everyone gets upset when something doesn't work for some reason. In fact, everything is quite clear and transparent. So we select the email here, open it, and you see the red icon disappears. This means that we are here and we don't select anything anymore. And here, continue selecting your email. Here, again, select your email. And here you select your email. And right over here, select your email. And for the last time, select your email. And everything is ready. So, the calendar is ready. Here's what I can tell you. But we absolutely need to name it correctly, because we will now use this name to show our main agent. Here it is saved. Go back to personal. Go to my workflow. Let's name it main, so we don't get confused. This is important. And in the agent's calendar, specifically in this one, we need to select our agent's calendar that we just created. Calendar. Excellent. We have connected all of them. And now this AI assistant has a calendar. It can work with the calendar. We need to repeat the procedure for email in the same way. Let's do the same thing. It's quite simple. So let's save. Go to our automation, create a new one, import from a file. Quite simple. Now we had a calendar, now we have email. Everything imported perfectly. Just like that. We should, well, let's name it later. Now we will connect it. We connected the first one. Now we need to connect Gmail. Gmail is connected in the same API section. Where did we connect Google? Where is it? Here, in the Google console. So we go back. API services, click on the library, and now select only email here. This time, look, we need a whole action. One action we need to do to enable it. It's almost enabled already. Yes, now our automation will be enabled, and a new one will be created. Great. Now, we just need to authorize it within n8. So, we click on New Connection, authorize using Google, and it will connect. That is, last time, yes, we performed several actions. Now we just need to connect once and that's it. Select all. Yes, yes, yes. Don't be alarmed. Again, our system is continuously supported. It's great that we are getting more and more check marks. Everything is getting better and better. So, moving on, we don't change anything here. Open and upload. Open. Close. Why so many? Because these are different commands, right? Sending, receiving, writing diaries are different tasks for the AI agent. Therefore, we need to go into each one and automate it. Alright, everything is ready. This agent is also ready, but now we need to name it. Email. Well, let's call it email. We'll name it Woo, so that we don't get confused. We saved it. Let's go back to our main agent. We enter our email agent, and we need to email oo. Here it is, our email you. How it flew away. I made a misclick. That's it. And now it can both write emails and work with the calendar. Great. Excellent. So, let's check it. Do you want to check it? Let's do it. Writing emails and sending them and creating events are different tasks, but that's okay. Let's try to combine them into one. So this is my previous email, which I showed you, which was already working. Here it is. And now with your new email, it's great. No emails have been sent. Well, let's send an email. to Gmail. So we need to go into our created Telegram. Here's our Telegram. Click here on test workflow. It communicates with us, greets us. Yes. And let's write to it. Let's tell it. Let's write. It doesn't matter. Let's do it this way. Let's write. We are checking how it works. Can it use the agent? Yes, it uses the email agent. Interaction is happening. And we check if it managed to send, refreshing the page. What happened? Yes, the email was sent. The same mail. Thank you. Best records on. Everything works. So now let's create an event. Yes, we need Google Calendar and an event. Let's take a look. Event. Schedule a tennis game. For me tomorrow, huh? At 3 in the afternoon. So, finally, we have a tennis game scheduled. Our automation is working. The thing is, the difficulties were related to the fact that we also have contacts. And how to add contacts, I'll tell you right now. So our contact agent, which we are moving to, here. It is created in the same way by the same version. We need to create a new space where we import our agent who will handle the contacts. But with contacts, it's not that simple. Here you see in front of us, well, let's start by, as usual, connecting the brain. Yes, there is. Here you see an Airtable opens in front of you. Airtable is an opportunity to, well, very flexibly, accordingly, any tables. I want to show you using table examples because it's clear and simple how it can add and retrieve data from there. Let me show you how to connect it. So we need to use our latest link. Airtable. We proceed. And we register. We register in Airtable. What should we connect? As usual, the API key. After all, our main task now is to connect everything we want with the online system through API services. So we register, go through the registration process. We create a new workspace, call it 2. I don't know. We create a table from scratch. Great, now it will load. Look, we don't need all this data. These columns are unnecessary, we delete them. We delete them and that's it. Everything is trying to help us. We delete all of this, and add a name, insert, and add an email. Important, this part is the variable name, so it's important to start it with a lowercase letter. And here, it's important to correct the name, because this is also a variable name. I'm trying not to complicate your life, so I'm not telling you where we insert which variables. So just follow along with me and everything will work for you. And after that, if you want, you can delve deeper. But again, it's important for me to show you how easily this works. So we need to change the uppercase letter to a lowercase 1. And that's it. That's all. Our table is ready. Now we need to connect via IP. For this, we go to Builder Hub. We go here. Here we have API, integrations. And here they are, personal integrations. So we proceed, create a key. We name it as we like, world. Then we add our database, the one without a name. That's all. It's very important here that we must add all these permissions so that it can write and delete information from the database. This key, this is a specific solution specifically for this key. Therefore, within this key, we must create a specific permission for it. And that's it. Here it is. Another victory for us. Probably the last one for today. We create an API key and finish creating API keys for today and insert it into Airtable. For this, we need to create Sosut. Insert this key. As usual, everything is very quick, just tested, connected. And here we need to select our base and our table. This is important. It must be set. We repeat the same here. Select our base, our table. Excellent. Everything, we are all set. Our agent is ready. We named it Contact World. Now, as usual, we need to connect it with our main AI agent. Save, go to the main agent, and we need to connect them. To connect them, we need to specify its name. So, we named it Contact World. Save, that's it. There is also a calculator here. You might ask, why is it needed? It is needed because, unfortunately, ChatGPT does not always calculate correctly. Therefore, we add a calculator to correct errors. Here I have written a prompt, which you can read. So, it partially uses the calculator to calculate more accurately. So let's try to add someone to our table as a contact. Let's do it. You can press start. Shoot, add, contact. On. Let's see. The contact agent worked. So let's look at our table. Did everything work out? We need to go back to our table and see if it managed to add it there. Here's our database. And here's our contact. Yes, yes. And now let's ask to write a letter to Anna. So let's go. Back to our Telegram bot. Let's write. Let's do it by voice. Write a letter to Anna. Thank you for the gift. Let's check the contacts. Email agent. Discussion. Excellent. Let's see if it managed to send a letter. Refreshing the page. The letter was sent. Thank you, Anna, for the gift. So, we sent the letter and added a meeting to the calendar. We have a calendar agent, an email agent, and spreadsheets. So today we have created a truly powerful agent that can assist us. So we still have many different services here that we can. I think you already understand how to add services yourself from the library. That is, you can connect virtually any service in the same way. Let's do it this way. It will take you practically no time at all. This is how Google Sheets is connected and other services like Drive and so on. Everything is very simple. Everything was clear. Well, I hope at least that where it initially seemed difficult, we managed it in the end, and everything worked out for us. We have achieved this kind of automation with you, which works, sends emails, and adds events to the calendar. That's it. The only thing I wanted to tell you is that if you encounter any errors, don't be afraid. Don't be scared of them. Firstly, there is an assistant here who will help you. It's right here in the bottom right corner. You can also ask popular AI agents, such as ChatGPT, go to ChatGPT and describe your problem in n8n to it. That's what I do. There's nothing wrong with that. Making mistakes is normal, but it will help you because, as I said, when you're at the beginning of the journey. Sometimes it seems like things aren't working out. Everything is difficult. That's why I say that you should, the community helps. AI agents and AI assistants help. Use them. I hope this provides you with value. Next, I will talk about how else you can make your life easier with the help of AI agents. All the best. Goodbye.